So, if you stop showering for a year, you wouldn't just smell incredibly bad. You would essentially evolve into a walking, crusty mushroom kingdom. But the real horror isn't the smell, and it's what happens to your skin during the months you don't shower. Most people assume water and soap just washes away dirt. In reality, showering is a war against 1 trillion microscopic squatters living on your skin. And if you stop showering, they win. In the first 2 days, you are not a biohazard yet, but you are definitely shining. You see, your body is a factory that produces sebum, a fancy word for oily sludge that waterproofs your skin. Usually, soap removes this excess oil. Without it, the sebum accumulates like a grease trap behind a fast food restaurant. This oil is basically a 5-star hotel for bacteria. By day 7, the smell arrives. But here's the twist. Sweat is actually odorless. It is just salt water. The stench comes from bacteria eating the proteins in your sweat and effectively doing their waste on you. This creates gas compounds like isovaleric acid, which smells like cheesy feet. Congratulations, you are now a rotten cheese factory. But you are about to encounter a much bigger problem than smelling like old cheddar. Itchiness. Your skin is constantly dying. You shed millions of dead cells every hour. Friction and water usually remove them. Without showering, these dead cells get glued to your body by that sticky sebum we mentioned earlier. This creates a layer of hyperkeratosis. It is a thick, brown, waxy paste of dead skin. It feels itchy because your new skin is literally suffocating under a blanket of your old skin. By day 30, the ecosystem shifts. Your skin has varying climates. The armpits are humid rainforests, while the forearms are dry deserts. The rainforests are now breeding grounds for fungi, specifically yeast. Well, you might know yeast from bread, but on your body, it causes intertrigo. This is a bright red burning rash in every fold of your skin. Your groin, armpits, and neck are now effectively burning. Meanwhile, your face is suffering a different fate. Remember the sebum? It has trapped dirt and pollutants in your pores. These turn into blackheads, which then get infected, creating acne cysts the size of quarters. Let's talk about your hair. It is now a solid helmet. The oils have matted the strands together, trapping dust and soot. It is heavy, it smells like wet dog, and it is pulling on your scalp. By month 3, something fascinating happens. This condition has a name: dermatosis neglecta. The plaques of dirt and dead skin harden into a literal armor. It looks like tree bark growing on a human. You might think, cool, natural armor. No, it is not cool. Because underneath that armor, bacteria like staph are throwing a massive party. And the only bouncer, your immune system, is getting exhausted. Usually good bacteria keep bad bacteria in check. That's your little microbial neighborhood watch. But you stop washing? Oh, the bad guys throw a block party. They love filth. They multiply, they get loud, and then they see one tiny scratch, boom, open house. They march right in like it's rent-free. If you scratch that itch we mentioned earlier, you tear the skin. The staph bacteria enter the bloodstream. Suddenly, avoiding a shower has turned into a potentially lethal blood infection called sepsis. Your toes swell, turn blotchy, and the skin begins to slough off in chunks. Also, fungal infections invade the toenails, turning them yellow and thick. You will never wear sandals again, for the sake of humanity. By month 6, you are visibly distinct from other humans. The brown plaques on your neck and face are impossible to hide. You have become a social pariah. Nobody wants to stand within 50 feet of you. This isolation leads to psychological decline. Humans are social creatures. When we are rejected by the tribe due to hygiene, our brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone. So now you are dirty, itchy, and depressed. But wait, surely the immune system adapts? Some people claim that we shower more frequently than we should. While it is true that overshowering strips natural oils, never showering is an extreme overcorrection that invites parasites. Lice love dirty hair. Scabies mites love dirty skin. By day 200, you are not just an ecosystem for bacteria, you are a zoo for insects. By day 300, the dead skin armor creates mobility issues. The skin behind your knees and elbows is so thick and crusted that moving cracks it open. Also, your body temperature regulation is broken. Sweat cannot evaporate through the layers of grime. If you try to run, you overheat instantly. You are trapped inside a suit made of your own filth. Finally, day 365. You made it. You smell like a rotting onion dipped in sulfur. You have fungal infections, potentially parasites, and skin that looks like a topographical map of a wasteland. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. But now comes the hardest part. The first shower. You cannot just jump in. The water will penetrate the armor. Interestingly, after you clean up, your immune system might be slightly confused. It was fighting a war on all fronts, and suddenly the enemy is gone. You might develop allergies or sensitivities you didn't have before. So, while skipping a shower for a day or two is fine and actually preserves some good bacteria, skipping it for a year is a biological disaster. Please, go take a shower. Everyone will thank you.